Here's my rig. I've got a new buzz sound. It's in this jack. It's kind of loose like that. This one's solid, and this one's solid. There's just the adapter makes the sound, the scratchy sound. But I've got my stereo chorus going into here, and then I can run my iPhone into here. This is the Cokyis mixer. It's really cool. You can get a stereo in or a mono in. I glued this down so it wouldn't change back to mono. But anyway, I'm going to see if I can replace that jack in there with this kind of a form factor jack. So this is kind of an on-off one, but I need to get a stereo. So I'm going to take this all apart and see if that's going to fit in there with the size of the board and the space. Hopefully so, because yeah, they need to make these things more robust, you know, like the old style jacks, not with thin little flakes on the inside there. About this jack, this is the second one I've used, and it looks new to me. The other one looked new, and it's not like broken in here. I mean, it's real solid, and I've got this going out to a double mono. It's a cable that I made, so I know the solders are good, but it's not anything inside of here. I was able to get the jack out of the board without too much trouble. I heated it up with a soldering iron and then put a screwdriver in there and kind of wedged it out until it popped out. And then tested it with continuity. Just put a blank jack in here and checked all the pins. So I've got ground, that was going to be black, tip is going to be red, and ring over here is going to be orange. Because once I put the jack in, I won't be able to solder into those pins from the other side, you know, so I'm going to run these wires around that way. And these jacks, you just never know. There's not much in there for the incoming jack to connect to. So that is the problem with these type jacks. This was the hard part. This cap right here was standing up straight out of those two pins right there. So that was going to be in the way of this jack, this form factor coming in. It's got to be on those two caps over there. And then that was going to hit like right there, right on those two connectors. So it's right on top of the cap. So I heated up that pin on the back side of the board and just bent the cap over, and then soldered a wire on there, white wire, and then just soldered it from the top. So I put my meter on the back side, and it does connect over to here. So does it work? I don't know. I'll see when it's all done, but I'll show you in the next clip where this jack fits inside the frame. By the way, I started off with this little fine file and then graduated up to this. I think it's a wood file, but it worked good on aluminum. I got it done, so that's all that matters. Really, you have to get to it. So that is the gaping hole there. Hoorah! I was able to get it in there. Just to show you, it had to kind of go up, like across this way to the county line there, then up a little bit, and there, to get it where it would lay flat, pretty much. And there's nothing else up here, it's just a frame, so there's plenty of room there. With this, I had to tilt this cap kind of counterclockwise a little bit this way, just a skosh, and put some tape in here and I was able to lay down. These things have the little corner cut out just for this moment to where it'll fit in there, and that's going to touch, so I'm going to lay another piece of electric tape across there. Hopefully that won't be too thick, shoring it up, but that should work great. And then I'll put my leads on there. Those will go around and hang around in there. So I'm going to order a stereo jack and finish it up. I got the stereo jack, and it looks like the same form factor. It's got that cutout on the side, and I was going to rest it right in there, and I'm going to put another piece of tape in here to cover that cap connection, but it looks like it's going to fit in there real good. And also I'd put plumber's goop on these to stabilize them, and I'll probably put some goop on this, but I think it'll work out great. I got it soldered in there, and it looks like it fits really good. I'm going to tighten it down and test it. I just ran the wires over here on this side, and again there's the wiring diagram and kind of the soldering on the right. By the way, these little screws, they're like these star drives, and maybe you could get a screwdriver in there, but I had to buy this thing years ago for $50. It's got a bunch of tools in the back of it, different sizes. I think you can get it at Harbor Freight, but it's a piece of cake if you have one of these. But they put those kind of screws on it, as you probably already know. I've got it all back on the board, and there is the new jack, and I'm plugged in with guitar here. And yeah, no crackles. That's what I like. It's all set.